Need to hear one of our shows again? We've got them on podcast. Go to fmmoneytalkradio.com. Scroll down to Podcast on Demand. Pick your show and it's on. Podcast on fmmoneytalkradio.com.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Café studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Café on a beautiful Tuesday, crispy Tuesday.
Nice and crispy. And have you noticed I did not open the bay doors? I thought about it, but I didn't want to hear the wrath of Dad saying no.
No.
So I did not. No.
So you want to talk about these for a
I
second?
do. I'm really excited. We got our new Brooklyn Café Massim. This becomes now a fashion statement. Isn't that crazy? Aren't these amazing? So these are hand embroidered. Mine says the Brooklyn Café Show. And the other side, of course, is a fairy. Yours has the Brooklyn Café and WWNN on it. And then we have the others that just say the Brooklyn Café Show on one side, and those are all available to purchase. And these, I'm so excited we got the week. These come to us from Dia Coley, who started our Teenpreneur Show, who is starting the Teenpreneur Show. And she is the youngest ambassador to the American Cancer Association. And everything she does is with repurposed denim. And she employs people in India to make all of these spectacular masks. So not only she is repurposing denim, she is giving everything back to the American Cancer Society. She is also paying women in India to make these beautiful masks who did not have a job, who do not have income for their families. And she has taught them the craft. And they make these, they take a little bit longer because they come from India, and all of these are hand done, but they are truly spectacular. So if you're interested in getting a Brooklyn Café mask, let us know. But in the meantime, when you see us floating around town, yours has WWNN. AJ asked if they had one that said WNN and AMP. So you just need like a bigger mask. You need like a whole hoodie, I think. She's my best audience, is all I can tell you.
Can I get it? It says AMP 2 on it?
You have to get a second one, so.
Well, I can get a second one.
Yeah, we can get you a second one.
But then I'm going to have to get him one, and Jody's going to want one. Everybody's going to want, you know? AJ, thank you. That's a great idea.
He told me you should have one that says AMP also on it. So you need a hoodie.
See that? I think this is good.
But I love these. These are unbelievable, and they already have the bling, and yes, the fairy is mine, so I don't even have to put my name on this one. I know exactly that this one belongs to me. I wore this to Publix today also.
Now you have me thinking, why couldn't you tell me that after the show? Now I got to make a phone call.
I have to talk to her anyway. But her show starts this Friday at 5 o'clock on AMP Media Network. And I think her first interview was either in India or Indonesia. I'm not really sure. Depending.
She's going to be there?
No, she's going to be here, and we're bringing them in via our platform.
Have we tested that?
we don't even have confirmations. I need to talk to her because we have to find out the time difference of what that is
We
for
are
5
going
o'clock.
ballistically international.
Can you imagine? Her mom told me her first guest is in Indonesia, so that is pretty cool.
I wanted to ask you, when is our next show from England?
Tomorrow,
Manchester.
Manchester.
I said to somebody that we do Manchester studios, and they were saying to me, that's impossible.
Why?
I don't know, but they're going to see it, so I want them to see it tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock is Tony McKenzie, and what we're doing, instead of her interviewing somebody like she normally does, we're really going to dive into the book on the 7 steps to happiness, because we got the book, and no time like the present in January to really look at what makes you happy, how to find happiness, and it always is first love yourself. Fly, F-L-Y.
Unless you hit lotto, then I'm pretty sure you'll
And then
be
you
very
first
happy.
got to love yourself. But we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So tomorrow and maybe next week, we're really going to delve into the book and talk about finding your inner happiness going into 2021. The first 2 weeks in January, we say we got the first 14 days to capture the attention. By 21 days, it becomes a habit. So 3 weeks in January to kick all of
So
us off.
if I do things for 21 days, it becomes a habit?
That is what they said.
Good, bad, or indifferent?
Am I right? Good, bad, or
True.
indifferent, 21
So
days.
if I have
to
bad
change your-
habits, they will stay with me forever?
It's harder to break after 21 days because it
What's
becomes
to
a
break
habit.
it? That's the
How
fun
about
part.
after 58 years?
True that.
But we're actually doing a whole lot of health on today's show. We're going to be talking about that. We've got Dana with us. We've got Ivy with smoothie cake. So we're going to get into some health. And it's January. It feels like we've been doing this a long time this week, but it's only Tuesday.
And it's funny because Ivy I say, hello, would you like to be on the show? And she responded.
I know, she's so nice.
I know, she's too nice.
You didn't even think he was creepy or anything?
Wow.
I'm going to light a candle
Thank
for
you
her.
for
No.
thank you for giving her all those choices. And she
Normally-
actually said yes. And she has not only this, but she has multiple other talents as well. So we're going to get into that another day. But I'm excited that she drove up. She drove up from Brickell.
South Beach.
Same difference.
No. Ivy Deal.
South Beach and Brickell. What is it? One beach away?
Similar, close enough.
All I know is it's far. And she's up here.
Well, I'm excited to have you and hear all about smoothie cakes. We were talking about it yesterday, about what a smoothie cake is. And the whole conversation was, is it like a lava cake when you slice into it and it pours out? Or is it a smoothie baked into a firm cake? So this was the whole conversation that we had.
It was, and it's actually both. Smoothie cake is my sort of invention or recipe, if you will, of a smoothie that you would normally put into a blender, but instead you put it into a cake. And you can eat it. I was a young mom of 3 in my early 20s, and I actually gave my children a smoothie. And they spilled it all over the car in the back seat because they're messy. So I wanted my kids to eat healthy and have all of the benefits of having fruit and something filling and something nourishing in the car on the way to school or on the way home. How could I do this? So way back when, I actually invented this recipe. And I have been a believer in this recipe for many, many years. And I just sort of brought it to fruition recently with my smoothie cakes recipes.
And so here's my question. Smoothies are liquid, I know.
Good.
Flour in the smoothie cake or almond flour or?
So I want to give credit where credit's due.
Perfect,
I
Heidi.
had a wonderful father who was a doctor. And I credit him with this recipe. He was plant-based and he looked amazing well into his later years. And he taught me, as that young mom that I was, to be plant-based, but not to feel like you're, depriving yourself because you're plant-based. So come up with nutritious inventions and recipes. So not only did I cook, but I started to think of my father, what would he eat if he wanted a slice of cake? So to answer your question, what is in these is basically it starts like a smoothie would. In a blender, you put your high protein powder, that could be chocolate, banana, vanilla, anything vegan, that is a protein powder that you would put into a blender to make a shake or a smoothie. Then you add your filling, which is flaxseed or chia seeds or anything that is nutritious and fiber filled. That's the filling. And then I add a little bit of chickpea flour that sort of binds it, a little bit of vanilla extract. And I can't give you all of my secrets, but basically the toppings are next, like bananas. I puree those. It makes it nice and creamy. Avocados. And berries, blueberries, what have you, whatever you would want in your smoothie for the day. And I incorporate it in the blender, and I mix it around, and then I pour it into my molds, whichever shapes I'm doing that day, and voila, a smoothie cake. So they're on the go for children, for, teachers, people in the medical industry, anybody that wants a healthy, nutritious snack, meal, or on the go pick-me-up while they are traveling, or just, home from the gym if you want to eat it at home.
So hold on. You said a whole lot of liquid. You put it in a mold and you bake it?
I do. So instead of drinking it out of the blender in a drink needing a straw and having it spill all over the car like my smoothies did with my children, I I found a way to bake it into this cake. So you have the ability to just eat it on the go, or for breakfast I have one every morning with coffee. I also, my flavor that I chose today, this is called coconut espresso chip. It's my personal favorite. It is made with a chocolate protein powdered base and vegan Lily's chips. I love Lily, if you're out there. Thank you for your wonderful chocolate chips. Don't taste like they're sugar-free. I don't use any refined sugars or gluten or nuts. And instead, I have a little bit of olive oil for the creaminess, and some cinnamon and a shot of espresso. They really start your morning out right. And they come out beautiful. I put some coconut flakes on top, and they're delicious. I eat them every single day.
So this is a vegan dish.
They're completely plant-based and vegan. Yes, again, my father's idea of staying healthy, and as a mother now of children that are older.
I can't believe you've got children in your 20s. So first of all, you are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Right?
She's 20?
She has 3 children in their 20s.
You kidding me? The kids are 20?
The kids are 20.
Yeah, but you got to eat that stuff. Make you look like her.
You know what? If I ate that stuff and I could look like her, I think I'd be all in. So it's certainly worthy to try it.
Wait a minute. I'm really fascinated here. You got vegan, and this is diabetic friendly because there's no sugar in it.
Absolutely.
And there's no add-on or anything.
Correct, just from bananas. Like a smoothie starts with your fruits. I use a banana puree, and that is the only sweetness that you have. I can add stevia to some if people like it sweeter. Some people just find it sweet enough as it is. I wanted to keep it true to the wholesomeness of what foods and fruits actually taste like. I think that today there's too much artificial regarding everything that we're eating. It's so hard to find a product that is nutritionally based. My sister's a registered dietitian, and she really loves the product, which made me feel so content that she was, she thought it was great. She said that it's a complete meal, and it's very low in calories. And they're really very filling. They're filled with fiber and just flax seeds, like I said, chia seeds, blueberries, and lots of varietals that I do. So I'm very proud of them.
That's a little bit unbelievable.
It's amazing. I can't wait to try it. And you're in good company here because we were just at Lenore's. Lenore owns Grapes Wine Bar and Café, and she's going to be doing a cooking segment with us on Thursday, but so many great foods. And we've got Dana with us, who is, I can't even want to talk about the other side of it. You have so many great clients you work with in the wellness industry. And so, y'all ready to try some smoothie cakes?
Yes, for sure.
All right, so let's cut them up and try smoothie cakes, and
I
then
would
we'll get
love to
into see
share
what
them
Dan
with
is
you.
doing. Val, you got to try it out also. How do people get them?
So the way that you can get them right now is because I am based in South Beach. Currently, they are sold at a wonderful organic cafe called Lilikoi Organic Living, and they are organic, completely organic. In fact, I'm sending them, I'm in the process, because I'm baking them in my industrial kitchen out of Wynwood. We are going to be in a lot of other cafes and stores. I hope to be in Whole Foods one day. I'm not really sure how I want to distribute them yet, but I have high hopes for my smoothie cakes. And right now they're available there. They can also order from me. I make cakes for the holidays and things like that. This is a shape of choice for now. They're literally like the shape of a cake, like a bundt cake, but in miniature form, so they're quite cute.
Cake.
I'll hold one up for you. My hands are clean. This has the toasted coconut on top and some Lily's organic dark chips and coconut swirled without. They're filled with banana, flax seeds, and a little bit of the flour, but that's it. And they are quite adorable, I think. I'm going to cut them in half or in quarters for everybody to try, but let me know what you think.
And do you ship?
I can ship. We're about to. Yes, we're a new company, and I'm proud to say that I bring about a dozen to Lilikoi per day. And thank you to all of my customers who may be watching this. They have bought all of them per day, so we always have a reorder the following day.
I would think
for
a
more.
dozen would go like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I buy a dozen of something, I don't blink twice in my house. It's like, so that would just be me.
Yes. So we're gonna double
Val's
those.
laughing, she knows. And then I bring everything here and I give it away. And
Now, does this have to be refrigerated?
So they do have a shelf life because everything is completely fresh. I am going to add a very natural preservative with the chemist that we are utilizing the services of a vitamin E, so that will preserve them. But I suggest a shelf life of 2 to 3 days and then put them in the fridge, but you'll eat them by then.
absolutely. All right, we're going to try those also.
That's kind of our kind of deal because, I mean, around here, you put a, Slick eats everything. So, you know, told God.
They do.
You see, you're always thinking.
I
That's
take
good.
them oftentimes from the oven to the freezer, and they have a nice consistency where I hope you can see with the camera. They're nice and moist inside, but firm enough to hold, like I said, in the car, or running into a gym or home from the gym, or sending off with your kids to school. That's what I would do if my kids were younger. But they're delicious, so let's all have a piece.
I think it's amazing because I'm always looking for something for breakfast because for whatever reason, no matter how early I wake up, I am late running out the door to get here.
So you're going to have this for breakfast?
I would have it for breakfast
I
because I
would
usually
do-
grab like a piece of vegan toast and an egg.
I would
And
do breakfast, maybe a little snack in the afternoon.
your
And
coffee.
then dinner.
well, let me ask you a question. Well, Weight Watchers friendly because you told everyone that you are now on Weight Watchers.
Thank you, but if they didn't know, they know now.
Well, you told everyone yesterday.
Yeah.
And then you showed everyone this morning.
No.
So is it Weight Watchers friendly?
I would say I would have to confirm that with Weight Watchers, but I would say that it is because it is higher in protein than anything else. It's about 70% protein and 30% carbohydrates or fats. The only fat is an olive or avocado oil inside. And again, my passion for my smoothie cakes, and the reason I named them smoothie cakes came because I wanted something that had a nutritional value that would be low in calories, high in nutrition, high in taste, high in fiber, but low in the things that most other products offer but don't perform on. You can eat another vegan cake that's high in sugar and you feel sort of nauseated afterward or you don't feel satisfied. You actually crave more sugar. So with my cakes, they're satisfying and filling, and I would think that they most certainly could be for Weight Watchers customers
Let's
as
pass
well.
them out and give them a try and we'll go to commercial break.
And try them. Am I going to eat while you talk?
Always.
I hope so.
All right, we're going to pass these out. We're going to pass out the smoothie cakes with Ivy Deal. We're going to go to commercial break, and we come back. We're going to talk with Dana Scaff. We're going to talk about more health and wellness going to 2021. And, of course, our good friend Lenore Nolan Ryan is with us from Grapes Wine Bar. She's just being here as a friend today, and she'll be here Thursday cooking. So she gets to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to talk about your voiceover also. Let's take a quick commercial break. If you have any questions, let us know. Smoothie Cakes in the house, and we will be right back.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Café. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Hugs and smiles, blow a kiss to everyone you miss. Hugs and smiles will make the world a better place, and heals the heart with a smile on your face.
Hugs and Smiles Foundation was formed on the basis of giving kids the opportunity to learn and grow with art and music. Our classes are made for kids to express themselves in an open and free environment. If you want to donate or help run the class, contact Tina Weiss at 954-501-0524 or at tina@hugsandsmiles.org. All the memorabilia sold at the Brooklyn Café goes right back to the foundation to help Hugs and Smiles keep going. If you want to purchase a piece of art or memorabilia, contact Tina Weiss at 954-501-0524 or at tina@hugsandsmiles.org.
Garden dance and holding hands, we could take a stand. And with a smile, you make my dreams come true. Then all I need is a hug, a smile from you and you.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Delicious.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. This segment brought to you by, I'm very excited, Robin Weiss, our rhinestone bling teacher extraordinaire, made these for me yesterday. And I wasn't able to take them home into the 48-degree weather, but now I can, and then I can wear them on our next cold day. Aren't these spectacular?
Did you have to wait till it's cold before you wear those?
No, they're too sexy. I can wear them anytime.
Yeah.
Like Faith. I can wear shorts and these and go to Publix. I can fill the water buckets again with these. Tomorrow, to send a security guard with me. But these are beautiful. Robin teaches everyone how to rhinestone, create a craft, create a business. You can find her on The Real Housewives of Bling, and she's going to be spotlighting her projects here in a cabinet. So she makes so many things that they are going to be for sale, and if you want to learn the craft. And yes, this looks like she missed one, but she did not. This is called a purple velvet, right here, special stone. And also Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters that make our organic Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee. We have to reach out to him as well.
We do. We have to.
It's been a long time.
He has a studio in North Miami Beach that we've used time and time again. We have to see. This isn't my Good and Plenty bag, by the way.
No, that's really coffee in there. Do you remember we used to have the commercial and we had potato chips for the sound effect for crunchy?
Crunchy.
I know, but that really is coffee. And we were just talking to Ivy with smoothie cakes. They're all gone, actually. So that was delicious. I know you wanted to talk about the flavors that you have.
I did, and I want to also thank you for starting with what you said before about taking care of ourselves, because the flavors that I've created, the varietals, are for people with different passions. Some people like tangy, some people like sweet, some people like fruity. So my 4 favorite flavors to appease everyone are my blueberry crumb. The crumb is made with flax seeds on top. I have a white caramel macchiato. It tastes like Christmas or the holidays, which is with white Lily's chips, again, gluten-free, no refined sugars. Then I have my favorite, my personal favorite, my chocolate espresso chip, which I brought today and everyone seemed to like, so thank you for that. And then my last flavor that seemed to be very popular is called Choco Loco. Kids love it. It's a chocolate-based protein powder with tons of swirls of coconut that I melt into it. And also, I can add walnuts if you are nut-friendly. Otherwise, everything is gluten and nut-free.
And you have a website for people to order?
I'm just developing one now as we speak because, again, it was a new venture that sort of took off a little bit faster than I anticipated. So I'm about to have a website, yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So they can contact you on social media?
Absolutely. It's Smoothie Cakes by Ivy on Instagram. And again, they're right now currently sold at Lily Coy Organic Living in South Beach. And look out for them in more stores and cafes to come in the Tri-County area, I hope. So.
Delicious. Thank you so much. Val, what did you think? Because you're like, our food connoisseur. Thumbs up? Thumbs up. Did Teddy have some? Yes. Teddy? How was it? All good. And Teddy is gluten-free, so we had our gluten-free.
She has to watch what she. I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely delicious. So healthy, and we're going to roll right into our health with Dana Scoff. So I'm excited that you're here, and I'm excited that you guys are both here. We never know how the universe brings things together because you scheduled Ivy and I scheduled Dana, and of course Lenore and Dana are like a package deal when we have them together. But Dana was here with Lenore a couple weeks ago, and I thought you were Lenore's assistant or her business coach. And then somehow I friended you on social media, or I saw something you were posting, and I'm thinking, you're a wellness professional, and you're in the health industry. And I thought, Body Wisdom Breakthrough. This is all so much of what we're talking about, and it's January, and I thought, heck, and I even reached out to you, I think, over the weekend, that we had to have you here because no better time than the present to talk about what you do.
Exactly, and thank you for having me. Everybody does their New Year resolution a month in advance in December, and it's like, what am I gonna do? And I believe anybody and everybody, the first thing in their mind is healthier living, healthier lifestyle, losing weight, feeling better, self-care, so on and so forth. So, and what no one really realizes, especially with weight loss, is that people think that it's all about the scale. And program over program and resolution over resolution fail because that's what the mindset. And what people fail to understand is losing weight is a physical and mental behavioral change. So it's a whole big picture. So we never call the Body Wisdom Breakthrough a diet. It's actually a transformation and a lifestyle. So I am a business growth coach by day for 20 plus years, and my passion for the past at least 10 years was health and wellness out of need for my own sanity. I'm allergic to everything under the sun, whether it's food and medicine. So I had to learn through diet and lifestyle how to deal with boosting my immune system, eating the right things, not to get sick, and not to mention anxiety. So I had to actually control my anxiety with food.
I think she's from the same planet I'm from.
Yeah.
Planet anxiety?
Planet of allergic to life.
Yeah.
Planet
and
anxiety.
sensitive. I call myself the princess in the pea because if anything is off, I don't sleep,
Yep.
I don't eat, I'll live on crackers and eggs and squash soup.
Yeah.
Because, that's what it's like. And it's really not hard to function, but it becomes limiting and that just becomes your normal, and you realize
Very much.
most people aren't functioning this way.
And in my 20s and my 30s, I had who is now my very good friend, my friend Kathy Peters, who was a nutritionist and a personal trainer. She's the one that really opened my eyes to how food and your behavior in life can actually change your mindset and your physical being. And graduating into my 40s, what I learned to do in my 20s and 30s in the gym for 2 hours a day and, the heavy, strenuous exercise really just wasn't working for me. So I prayed to the universe and to God, and I ended up actually crossing paths with Dr. Donna Goldstein, who's really the founder of the Body Wisdom Breakthrough Program. And I co-teamed with her and I co-pilot with her, and we are in the midst of transitioning ownerships and, kind of me leading and taking on the program and leading groups and individuals into a healthier lifestyle, so to speak. So I have a group starting on Saturday, actually.
That's what we wanted to talk about, because
Yeah.
I wanted to get you in early enough because you still have openings for this group.
Absolutely, yes. And you know, a lot of times when we have high demand, we end up splitting the groups, and we have other coaches that are trained, graduates of the program. I am a graduate of the program, 30 pounds 3 years ago, and continued to keep it off. And definitely for me, this program hits home. It's the only one that really taught me to keep that weight off. So it's not just counting calories, it is not counting numbers, it is not the scale. There's so many wins to the program beyond just losing the weight itself.
And I think they have some pictures on the board. You guys, we have before and after pictures.
Yes, I brought a couple of pictures with me very quickly.
What does the program entail? So it's obviously, you know, it's food. There's got to be some sort of calorie looking at.
So the program was designed with Dr. Donna and a nutritionist and a medical team to come up with a pretty extensive menu. Real food, no shots, no pills, none of that. You cook at home, you know, healthy, organic, clean, I call it clean eating, clean food for weight loss. But it's also designed scientifically to keep you in fat burning the whole entire time that you're on it. So it's 85% food, 15 exercise, hence no strenuous exercise needed to lose weight on the program. But within the time frame that you're with us, whether it's 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 1 year, it's totally up to you. We have programs, support programs, one-on-one coaching, group coaching, VIP packages that we can design specifically and customize for you. But the whole point is that you're not just learning food, we do mindset coaching. We do habit and behavioral changes. We do movement. We have designated yoga, Pilates, dance instructors, meditation instructors that are specifically for us that will do live classes and also be part of the groups that we actually coach.
Well, so, for example, if Freddie and I wanted to be a part of your group,
yes,
right? Different objectives, different body types, different needs, man, woman.
Yes.
But we could be in the same group and you could help both of us
correct
meet our needs.
The education is the same for everybody. The menu and the dietary restrictions are what differs for each person. So I meet the coaches myself, we meet with the individuals, and we actually do an extensive intake form with everything that we need to know. And then we also do the first class to teach everybody what they need to know first. And then we have one-on-one coaching sessions about the menu. So everybody follows the menu that they need to follow, but every Saturday or whatever the group meets, we educate on everything else and answer any questions that anybody can have.
You know, it's a psychology not only of food, but it's a psychology of who you are.
Correct.
Can we put up some of the pictures, guys, while we're talking?
I took a friend of mine, you know who he is, with me to one of the classes that I went to. And they sat with him, and until you say to yourself, you know something, I want to make a change.
Is this you?
That is me, and if you can tell, I'm not standing up in the first picture because you couldn't find me taking a picture standing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Until you make the first change.
Until you make the first change,
that was in
nothing's
6
going
weeks,
to
by
happen.
the way.
And he didn't stay
sorry,
with the
11.
program. And it's funny because you say keeping it off, which is the hardest thing to do in life. Enjoying your life while you keep it off because you still want to be a human being. It's the second thing in life. And then begins eating the right foods. Asking whether or not, vegan changed my life. I did vegan for 6 months, and you're lucky because in Miami they have vegan. Up here, now they're having vegan. Before in the day, there was no vegan up here.
Right.
So that you have a group is important because then you could talk about what you're going through. But it is the psychology not only of food, man, it is your whole life. It is doing better at work. It is being a better dad in my case. It is being a better friend. It is being a better business associate because your whole life changes. I was wearing shirts that I never in my life thought I would wear again. And then people were noticing. And all of a sudden, you don't know what to do with yourself. You're like, you're talking to me? Meanwhile, I know some people for 8 years, they never said nothing like what they're saying now. They said, wow, you've changed. That's the psychology. that's the thing behind the gimmick that helps you keep it off.
Well, there's something to be said about when someone says, take care of yourself and everything will fall into place the right way. And that's because of how you deal with life based on how you feel and your attitude. I know for myself, when I was heavy, I wasn't as confident. I didn't want to do certain things because I didn't feel good about me. And I'm always a thin girl. So when I gained the weight, I didn't know how to deal with me. And I tried everything I knew how to try before, but again, when you're in your 40s, things change, hormonal levels.
Wait till you get to your 50s.
Your attitude to things. Well, I have the tools now to hit my 50 and be just fine and confident that it will be okay, so.
The amazing thing is that you are able to help others understand what
Yes.
you're going through. And that's the secret right there.
We have so many clients that are skeptical in the beginning, and they don't, again, understand that it's not just physical, it's also mental. And within a week or two, 21 days, habitual changes, good or bad, you drop them or you gain them, are just amazed by the results. I mean, clarity in their mind, feeling great. And I remind everybody in the group or individual, there are non-scale wins. If you're sleeping better, if your skin is radiant, if you feel good, if you're happier, if you feel different and healthier, those are all accomplishments. It's not just about your body, the scale. It could be inches, It could be inches off your body. So, I mean,
it could be just sleeping. I haven't slept. I can't tell you the last time
I heard you
actually
this
slept.
morning, and I wanted to say, I want to know what you're eating, because that could actually affect your sleep,
Yeah, not a whole heck of a
Or
lot.
not eating.
Or not eating.
It's because so many things make me sick.
Yeah.
And I want to say sick 'cause I'm not putting those bad words out there. So many things make me feel not great.
Yeah.
And I just don't bother. And we're here late. And it's just as easy to grab something like a hard-boiled egg or squash soup or something that I make on a Sunday or anything, or a little bit of a salad. And it fills me up because I don't get really hungry, but sleep. I sleep till like 1, and then I'm up at 3, and then I'm up between 4 and 5, and then it's been weeks, months, I don't know. But, and then you say, oh, this is mid-50s.
So, disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor or a therapist, but, again, with our program, it's not just about food. It's about everything that happens. So when a client says to me, well, I expected to lose more weight this week based on what you said or the numbers, I'm always going, what's going on with your life? Are you stressed? Are you not eating when you're supposed to? Did you add a little something extra than what you're supposed to? So it's a whole big thing. It's not just what you eat. Anything, the way the program scientifically designed, that anything will affect it,
And then you add what's going on around us.
Exactly.
And that seems to be going in the wrong direction as well. So it's no, anxiety, tension on top of her normal life.
Yeah.
It's just gotten worse. So.
And I just want to show you the screen. This is Dr. Donna. She actually lost 70 pounds in 2007. And to this day, she's a size 6. So
Amazing.
Again, unlike all other programs, and trust me, I've studied every program out there. This is the only program that really, really teaches you the science of how to create meals and continue to create them to keep the weight
How
off.
complicated, and Lenore, I know you're laughing. How complicated are the meals for me to cook?
Not at all. Not at all.
Great cook. Just
Thank
have
you.
to get everything chopped and sliced and diced for you.
Talking to your mic. Talking to your
mic.
microphone.
Not at all. Not at all. They are super, super easy. And we have clients that never cooked are now major chefs cooking in their houses and sharing pictures and showing what they're doing. It's really easy.
The intimidation sometimes of eating right, it's really simple.
Yeah.
If you get into the swing of it, if it's worth it to you, if it means something to you,
Yeah.
then when you have children, and if your children become overweight, and you see that that's not good for them, you have to set the role and everything else.
Yeah, I have so many clients or prospective clients that call asking questions, and at the end of the phone call, sometimes I say, you're not ready. I was desperate. I was desperate to lose the weight because I was never heavy. But for some clients, I'm like, you're not ready. You're going to hate life more trying to do this and tell yourself that you are ready. then you call me in a month and say, I'm definitely ready right now.
What about people whose bodies, there are some people that should not eat meat because they don't digest it well. There are some people that shouldn't eat peanut butter because they're allergic to peanuts.
Right.
There are certain people that shouldn't, on and on and on. And they don't get it. And they keep ingesting it because they like it. Come on, me, I'm a foodie. I will eat anything. I love it all, but I can't. And now I'm at an age that my body tells me, you eat this, you're going to regret it. It's different than when I was in my 40s. You eat this and you're going to, whatever. How do you determine different body systems for different individuals in the group?
So when we do our intake, that's part of actually what we try to find out if they get sick or not feel well. Again, we're not medical doctors, but we have an extensive form that we fill out with everybody. And like I said, the menu is completely customized. If you come to me and you say, I'm vegan, sure, here's what you need to do. I don't eat meat, I don't, here's what you need to do. I don't like fish, but I'm gonna eat pork or steak, I wanna eat meat, fine, here's what we do. So the base of the menu is constant, but the customization becomes part of what works for you, whether it's liking, allergies, making you ill, whatever it may be. So that's why we do extensive conversations before we even take on a client, because if there's any medical underlying issues that we cannot help with, or we know need to be handled by a medical profession, we don't take the client on. So we're very selective, very, very selective with who we take on.
Perfect.
The psychology of it is amazing.
It's mindfulness,
Yep,
right?
it's
It's like the biggest word of the century, mindfulness, whether it's eating, dealing with people, your own self, whatever it may be.
And you want to be healthy now because of what's going on around you. You want to get your immune system on track. You want to be smart about, you want to pick the right stones now because you know something, the wrong mistake can actually help kill you. And I remember when my friend here brought in a coach for me, and they took me to the store to learn how to buy water. The correct way of buying water. I was with my son Gio. We looked at each other and we talked in the car. He says, is this woman for real? And she showed us all these bottles of water. She says, pick the one you think is right. I never got it right. She came out with a glass bottle, the only bottle. She said, you're only going to drink this, and she showed me why. Right? And I was amazed because there is a right way, there is the other way, and then there's the wrong way.
But you were in a window at that point because you had gotten ill from a medication, and the doctor.
That just woke me up.
And but it woke you up. So, like now, it's January. Here's your wake-up call, and you have those 14 to 21 days to make a life-changing choice. And after that, you can go either way. I knew in my heart we had that window because I used to be a health coach. That's when I met you. We had that window, and it's either bring in all the forces and throw how much spaghetti we can, and some of it's going to stick, and some of it's going to resonate, and some of it wouldn't. But if we didn't, you could have easily gone back to those old ways.
Well, I wasn't going to go back to the old ways, but you took me also to do the biomeridian. Are you familiar with that? Biomeridian? I'm going to show you this thing. She takes me to meet, I call her Merlin. And she does the biomeridian, which analyzes all of your organs and if they're on the correct frequency. And again, my son looked at me like it was from another planet. He says, are you insane? And they started with 21 supplements because I had a breakdown in my body. And it went from 21 to 14 to 10 to 9 to 0. And it changed my life. Now, you don't have to do what I did. You don't even have to join this group, but do something. I came to the conclusion that after, 55? 55 years of messing up, maybe it's time to try something a little different. And, and I got the weight off and I feel a whole lot better about who I am. My diabetes was down to a 7. I was in 11.2. And the doctor, I'll never forget, Dr. Hare, started drawing circles around my body when I went to see him. And I says, what are you doing? He says, I'm telling you the parts I'm going to cut off. Because your diabetes is going to do this to you. You talk about a wake-up call? I said, Doc, you ain't never going to do that to me. And he did it to push me. So I love the beginning of the year. Yeah. But you know something, if the 21 days pass and you want to start on the 22nd day, we can start from there too.
Absolutely.
Because it's vital that you do this. With what's going on right now with our immune systems and everything else, you want to be in check. You want to eat right, You want to do things right, even if it's this much. You know, I started a vegan program. I was vegan for 1 day a week, then 2 days a week, then 3 days a week. And then I saw the thing with the football, the NFL football team, the Titans. All their players went vegan, and they're one of the strongest teams in the league now. I was shocked about being vegan. I mean, I used to tell you, I can't believe this. Now, you have to sort of pick and choose what you're going to eat because you got to eat right.
Yep.
That's part of the program, but I didn't have anybody around me, a group or anything around me. That's why I did join that other group, and I took mine to them. And we are the only show that particular program allowed somebody to come on the air. Right?
Remember yesterday we talked to Jay and Janine about accountability.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whether it be in business, whether it be in personal life, whatever it is, your health process, you need that accountability person, buddy, group, to say, you got this, or to call and say, I really want that cake. Well, you shouldn't have this because let's make these adjustments. To make that phone call and have that support group. And if you don't have a friend or a partner or a spouse that's there, or not even on the same path as you, you have these options like you have.
Exactly. And I could never be vegan. I love cheese way too much.
They got vegan cheese?
I know,
Well,
but
if you hang out with Lenore, you
with
can
Lenore,
totally never
you
be
have to
vegan.
have real cheese.
It just
but-
never melts.
Well, you know, and I'll tell you something. A lot of people think, obviously, if you're a vegan and that's what you choose, that's what you choose. But vegan cheese has 0 protein in it, so you gotta
You got to
pick.
find
gotta find your
protein
protein.
another
Exactly,
way.
you gotta pick it. But just talking about, you know, the doctor circling things that, you know, our menu is very diabetic friendly. It's actually based for patients with diabetes. We've had so many clients that actually, my last group, one of the clients graduated. She came in with almost sugar levels of like 270 or something. Within 10 days, she was at 150, and then by the time she was done, she was at 130. She kept calling me every day and going, this can't be, and I'm like, yes, it can. Yes, it can. So, and I brought a picture of George with me today. George had a mini stroke, several mini strokes, and that's what really kind of nudged him to say, I have to change my life. And he lost 45 pounds, and he's still in progress. He needs to get to about 60. So we meet, he's kind of like a graduate. We meet twice a month and we talk, and it's an accountability thing. But pretty much all of our programs come with accountability. We don't just hand it over to you and say, okay, go. None of it will work because you
How
still...
do people reach out and find you?
So last year was a little rough with, you know, COVID. People financially just can't afford a lot of things. And the first thing you think to let go of is the gym and everything extra. But we still did really, really well with the groups, and we are continuing to provide 40% off our regular price, even into 2021, because
They go to bodywisdombreakthrough.com?
well,
Info at, they can email
yeah,
you?
they can email me. The website is completely getting
Revamped.
a new facelift, if you will. We do have a temporary landing page that people can go to get information, but it's just way too long to even say on TV. But they are more than welcome to even call me at 954-667-3027, and I'll answer any questions anyone has.
And you now meet virtually, correct?
Yes, everything is virtual.
So it's
yes.
not meetings face to face, you're all meeting virtually?
Yeah.
Even the group meeting, like on a Zoom setting?
Yes, we meet on Zoom, and we've had a couple of local clients that had asked to meet locally. We met outside at a restaurant for their graduation. We do call it graduation. But it was, again, with respect to COVID, with the masks and outside and all that. So we're just as careful as we need to be. But I would say about 85 to 90% everything is virtual.
All right, so check them out. Just make the call, figure out what works best for you, whatever it is,
Yes.
something, even if it's mindset, food, weight loss.
Yeah.
We all need something. We all need a little bit of boost right now.
You know, they say 90% of people let go of their New Year's resolution because they keep failing because they keep trying the same thing. And exactly what you said, you get to a point where it's not really failing. You just need a new approach. And I believe we have that new approach. for
Yes.
weight loss.
Wisdom breakthrough.
It becomes like putting on your shoes. It
Yes.
becomes part of your life.
Yes.
You don't think about what you have to do. You already know automatically.
Exactly.
It gets done. Like I take almond milk in my coffee now, right? So
I
if
take
there's-
none.
Well, I can't do the black coffee.
No, but that's something I had to learn because I used to have a drop of coffee in my caramel macchiato, full of sugar. I used to have the 3-4 cans of soda a day. I mean, all of that was habitual because it made me feel okay for that moment. But again, as you get older, can't continue doing the same things. It just doesn't
Well, it's
work
funny
the same
because
way.
my gang in here says I don't drink enough water. So
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, well,
and they watch every drop to make sure. But I never did this before.
I actually compete with myself. This has hours on it.
Yeah, this one
And I'll
does
look
too,
and
right?
go, oh, it's 12 and I'm still at 11. So I start, drinking and getting
That's
it
a
in.
great idea.
Mine has
Yeah.
insults.
Lemon water.
It has insults on the
I
side.
think the other
and
side has ours.
Has hours on this
Right there,
side.
yeah.
Has insults.
You need one of those that says Brooklyn Cafe on it.
Yeah, we're working
Well,
on
Cracker
that,
Barrel
too.
was going to have that made for you, but yes. On her cricket.
But it's really cool because the object of the game, my delivery, if like I watch Teddy, she can't have gluten.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes she's tempted to do something. I would say, no, don't eat it.
Don't try,
Don't even try.
It
Other
really makes
people,
her feel bad.
it makes her feel bad, but I'm not trying to make her feel bad. I just don't want her to get sick.
I mean, it physically makes her feel bad.
It makes her feel bad. Now in here, when I used to eat what I shouldn't eat, nobody ever said to me, except this one, put it down. Now they slap it out of my hand. It goes across the room. You can't eat it.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of getting it in your head to be part of who
But
you
it's
are.
really hard when you're with someone who you see they may not be wanting to lose weight, but you know it's bad for them. And you walk that fine line of, should I say something? Is it crossing the line of a friendship or partnership? Because they need to be in the right mindset.
Right.
But this way it takes you as this personal friend, partner, spouse out of it when they make that call to you. But you have to be ready to make that call. Like, I can't make that call for you.
Yes,
or you
can.
couldn't make that call for
Listen,
somebody
I
else.
see you and you making the call. I don't know which one you thinking is better, but I'd rather have you scream at me than to go back to where I was 7 days ago.
Val, you
until
heard
7
that?
days. I don't have a problem with. You see, I don't have thin skin. If I'm eating something I shouldn't be eating, and you tell me, put that down, or you grab it, you take
Well,
it out
I
of my
did.
hand.
You said your back hurt, and that was really hard for me to say. I think your back hurts because you're carrying a little bit extra weight.
Right,
And I was
so
like,
that-
I used to
quickly
be
I
I
went
used
to
to be
losing
that
all.
sensitive until I started really helping people with their
But it was
with their
really hard
health.
for me to say that
And now
because I
I
didn't want
actually
him-
say, like, for every pound you lose, that's 4 pounds off your knees and your back. So yeah, I would say I know. I tell my clients when you start this journey, you need to announce it. Tell everybody around you that you're committed, you're dedicated. It takes a lot of discipline and mindfulness, and tell them it's okay to hold me accountable. And that's the only way that people sometimes feel comfortable to say something without insulting the other person.
Louis, you're shaking your head yes. We haven't even introduced you, but we're going to bring you on to the next segment, so I'm excited to hear what you have to say also. But contact Anna, info@bodywisdombreakthrough.com. You can always contact us. 40% off this amazing program, and the program is individualized, so no prepackaged foods, none of this. It's not scale-based, it's individually based.
And you can eat chocolate and have bread.
I love bread.
And breakthrough is spelled with a THRU
All right,
at the
so
end.
more
Yeah.
information to come. Smoothie cakes by Ivy. You can find those absolutely delicious. Already gone. And we come back.
I
We've
want
got
more.
another tasty treat joining us. So Lenore, you came on a great day. Didn't I know. So some more.
Thank you for having me.
Try as well. I met Louis.
You know what she is? She's the lucky charm. I need you to
She
rub
is.
our lotto ticket.
Oh,
She
I
is,
also want to
she
give
is.
these out. I met Louis at the Delray Beach Green Market a couple weeks ago, and I can't believe that was your mom. But oh my gosh, so you're going to hear this story, so stay tuned. 888-994-4995, and we will be right back. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of Scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting Café to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Hi friends, it's Bree and Allie from Kids and Capes. Tune in Saturday mornings on the Brooklyn Café Kids Television Network at 10 o'clock, where we share fun and ideas. And remember, peace, love, and kindness.
Hugs and smiles, blow a kiss to everyone you miss. Hugs and smiles will make the world a better place and heals the heart with a smile on your face.
Husband Smiles Foundation was formed on the basis of giving kids the opportunity to learn and grow with art and music. Our classes are made for kids to express themselves in an open and free environment. If you want to donate or help run the class, contact Tina Weiss at 954-501-0524 or at tina@hugsandsmiles.org. All the memorabilia sold at the Brooklyn Café goes right back to the foundation to help Hugs and Smiles keep going. If you want to purchase a piece of art or memorabilia, contact Tina Weiss at 954-501-0524 or at tina@hugsandsmiles.org.
Garden dance and holding hands, we could take a stand. And with the smile you make my dreams come true. Then all I need is a hug, a smile from you and you.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Oh, Slick is singing.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe on a Tasty Tuesday where we're going like health-minded health segments. And it's kind of cool how it always works out serendipitously.
I can't say that word, but okay.
This segment brought to you by
Dignity Memorial Services. Now, we have a little parting gift for everybody in here. Because you are watching today's show, you have become a guest of Dignity Memorial under our umbrella. So all of their packages you get 10% off on everything that they provide. So I'm going to have Slick give these out to our guests as well, so that they know, because Wayne is watching. He watches everything I do.
I love Wayne, and he's going to be back. I'm hoping he's back in studio on Friday. If he's back in town, hopefully Wayne will be here. But Dignity Memorial, Southeast Florida, with our good friend Wayne Henry. You can always contact Wayne, 561-654-9000, for all your pre-need funeral cemetery arrangements. And they will work with you from mausoleums to cemetery to their beautiful Neptunery for a crematorium. So everything, they've got it with hundreds and thousands of locations worldwide, nationwide. So check that out.
And they are #1 in the world. They do the presidents and everything else. And they said that nobody is bigger, and they treat everybody. They help my parents.
With dignity.
With Dignity Memorial.
No pun intended,
That's
but yes,
right.
pun intended. And also, I'm excited that we're back to giving out our Hope Hearts. We had stopped for a while. I don't know why.
We ran out.
Well, we've got a few left, and we're getting our next batch tomorrow. So Evelyn Balin, the heart painter, is bringing us back our next batch of Hope Hearts. So this is our way of paying it forward. And if you go to the Brooklyn Cafe website, which is brooklyncafe.tv, every Hope Heart has a number. And when you see someone that needs a little bit of hope, we say, please just pay it forward, give it to them. We want to see how far these Hope Hearts travel. When you give yours away, always come back, because we have always have more hope to share with you.
And always, as part of the family, the kids all have shows. Slick Speaks is one. I don't know what Teddy's is anymore. Is it The Bear?
The Bear Podcast.
Bear Podcast?
She did hers today.
Because I see The Bear, but I don't know.
She had hers today. I kept walking in on her show. I said, you start yet? No, at 11. So I walked out, and I walked in. You still going? Then I heard a video, and I walked in. You're still going? Then she's talking to Val. I'm like, are you on air? And so poor thing, I kept going in and interrupting her show.
She messed up the whole show.
No, I
Small
did.
Talk with Val as well. Who else we got?
Vinny, no pun intended, no pun included.
Slick Speaks, I said. Who else we got?
Dina. Dina hasn't done one in a while, but she's
The
here a
tea.
little bit. In the tea with Dina.
That's kind of cool. And we got 2020 Vision as well. And we have the Children's Television Network, the Kids TV Network on Saturday, which I thought this past Saturday was miraculous. It was really nice. You have shows in there going till 12:30. Really nice
And then
job.
one show got posted at 11:30 p.m. instead of a.m., so that even
I saw
went
that.
all day.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw that.
But it's all good. And just to keep in with our wellness, we've got Lewis Plaza from Manca, which is enjoy as a dip, enjoy as a meal, because as we know, my cooking skills, I do know how to cook. I have just stopped cooking as I've gotten older because time eludes me. Lenore cuts it up for me, and then Lenore has people that clean up after me, so it is quite lovely.
It's the secret of the Ritz.
It's the secret of the Ritz.
I'm
and
not
even
even
that,
eating, I can't even eat Ritz anymore, Lenore. I can't, too many points. It's ridiculousness. Oh, no. Yes, it's criminal. Not
She's
now.
like, no, no, no.
When I lose weight, when I get down to where I gotta go, I can have a little. And then you know what they do? They tease me in here. They bring in tuna fish with Ritz and, you know, some of the things
well,
that
you're
they
going to
went
be able
boof.
to enjoy this that Lewis brought. Cracker Barrel in the house. I met Lewis at the Delray Beach Green Market a couple weeks ago when we met La Paella Chef. Some great food there on Saturdays at the Delray Beach Market. And Lewis stands there very quietly, and I kept talking to this woman, not realizing it was your mom, and then she wouldn't answer, but then she would look at Lewis. So this whole back and forth triangle game we had going. But your dips are amazing, and you said, we can make it as a meal. I said, or I can eat it out of the container with a chip, which is so much better. It goes back to me standing and eating. But either way, the food is delicious, and I wanted to last week, but perfect timing because Three Kings Days is tomorrow. And you told me when we take down our holiday decorations from the Jewish girl from Boca, you have to eat and have a party. So I thought we should have the party.
I threw that in.
Every day. He said you drink putting it up and then you eat taking it down. So I believe everything he says, like the Moluccans are here, right? So I brought you food. So we had this whole conversation.
So what did you bring?
Between a tamale and a pastel. Pastel?
Yeah. Pastel and tamale are two different things.
Well, that was the conversation. So we've got Lewis here, and we're going to talk about manca. What is manca?
Thank you for inviting me today. So, manca in Quechua, which is the Inca language from Peru, the ancient language, means giant clay pot. It's just a giant clay pot is what the Incas traditionally used to cook.
Okay.
And we took that name on because I'm Peruvian, my whole family's Peruvian, and we wanted to have a little bit of our culture into what we make. Like, we make these dips, and a lot of them are based on our culture, such as our chicken and pepper is made with a yellow pepper you can only find in Peru. It's called ají amarillo, which literally translates to yellow pepper.
Yellow pepper.
Yeah.
Es picante.
Un poquito.
Un poquito,
A
my
little,
foot
a little.
is
Not
on
too
fire.
much.
I can smell it from here.
And yeah, and also in Peru, as you know, we have the quinoa. So a lot of our dips are also based on quinoa. We have the pasta with quinoa with sweet cheetas. We even make chocolate with quinoa.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we started this company a year and a half ago, and we've had a lot of great reception, and we're really excited to keep pushing it forward.
And the dips are great. You can eat them with a chip, or they told me I could put it on pasta.
Of
I could
course,
put
of
it on
course.
rice.
Like, the chicken and pepper goes great on rice, baked potato. You can put it on your vegetables. It really goes on anything. It's just we sell it as a dip. We also have the pesto with quinoa, which I love on salmon, because I love salmon.
And Lenore, here's why, one of the reasons I love that you're here serendipitously, because they sell to small little cafes and restaurants.
Yeah, we do.
And we saw your cute little display you had with your cheeses. And we can, exactly what I'm thinking.
That's, that is tremendous because of your laid back deal that you have going down in grapes. And if you haven't been to grapes, you don't know what you're missing. This fills a nice little, because she has these little nooks and crannies and different
And she's got
things.
the whole cold case for the different cheeses.
Very cool. Very cool.
These can be made hot or cold.
These are all meant to be served hot. And then on top of this, we also started making the tamales this year, which you tried at the market. Yeah, and those are also Peruvian tamales, which are very different from the typical tamale you can find here, because in Peru, we have this corn that's around 4 times the size of a regular yellow corn. Very different flavor. What was that?
Would you like us to heat these up?
Oh, they're all heated up, ready to be served.
All right, Slick.
Okay, but hold on a second. Before we get into that, let's get the difference between the tamales
All right.
and a pastel.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because there's a difference.
I'm not too keen on the difference.
He tells me there's no difference. You tell me there's a difference.
If you take the banana and you put the meat in it and the peas and I think they put raisin, they put always some kind of hot pepper in there, which I hate. And then you take that and you wrap it in the banana leaf and you cook it with the papel. It has the paper on top of it.
Right.
Yeah, that's a pastel. A tamales is different, isn't it?
The
Open?
tamale is corn-based.
There
That's
is
the
the
difference.
difference.
Not banana based.
Correct.
Okay.
But the tamales, I'm gonna tell you something. You do that little tequila with the tamales.
What doesn't go good with tequila?
I'm not having it anymore, Coach. Not having it anymore.
Slick, Slick, I think there's a mic stand. We can even put his mic in the mic stand, and then we can maybe serve some of that food.
Oh my
Kathy, you want to come
God.
up, Slick?
I feel guilty eating something I shouldn't eat because Coach is in the house. Now I'm gonna have to hide a
But
cigarette.
these are healthy dishes. These are no preservatives.
There's no preservative, no additives.
Now I heard picante, but the things that are hot, like sauces that are hot, are supposed to be good for your system. Is that true?
It's true. Cleans you out, but it doesn't mean it's the healthiest thing for you. I can't do it. I have acid reflux.
She sounds like you should like my sister, my long lost sister over there.
You take a little Pepto and you can do anything.
You can fix it all.
Here's how you know when you got to change what we're eating in this place.
It's not
When you
good to
buy a
live
bottle of
Gotcha.
Pepto and you keep it in one room, and then they go, "Oh, my body hurts. Have the ibuprofen in another room," and you're thinking,
Anyway,
you know what?
moving on.
I didn't say it was for you. We're
Yeah,
all
but that
equally,
describes me the last
equally
couple of days.
offensive.
Cold weather and me. That's why I left New York. All right, so this is now. How long have you been doing this?
We've been doing this for a year and a half.
And how's it going? Is it going
We've been
good?
We've had a lot of great reception. Of course, when COVID hit, everything slowed down. But luckily, we started our website and we started shipping. And a lot of the snowbirds that knew us from our year and a half started ordering, and we've been shipping all over the United States.
And where is everything made?
Everything's made locally in Sunrise. We have our commercial kitchen right there, and we're based out of Sunrise.
I like it because it's all together. I wanted to do a show where I give you 6 ingredients, like chop, right? You get 6 ingredients, and you have to create something out of those 6 ingredients. So he's just giving me a wonderful idea because that has a different taste. I've had Peruvian food in the past, and it's a different texture. You're into textures. I noticed that everything in your store, the taste, the flavoring, everything from the aroma to the wines, everything's all texture. And this has a different texture to it, so it can be fun.
How many different dips did you bring, Louis? Lewis, how many different dips did you bring?
Oh, I brought 4 different today. The ones that I brought are the chicken and pepper.
I want the non-spicy, no meat.
Gotcha. I also got the pesto with quinoa.
Oh, thank you.
I got the blue cheese and roasted walnut and the mushroom and bacon.
Oh, sorry. Okay, what is this one? The chicken?
That one's the chicken and pepper. Just a
It
little spicy. I
smells.
promise it's not too much.
What's the matter?
I said bacon, mushroom and bacon is okay. Bacon is not meat.
It smells amazing, right?
Thank you.
Wow. This is good. And you're right, bacon is not meat.
What is it?
What's in this?
Lewis,
is
what is
good.
in this?
Lewis,
This is
what's in this?
amazing.
So that right there is traditionally in Peru, we call that ají de gallina, which translates roughly to spice of chicken. And what we do is we get chicken breast, and then we get the Peruvian yellow pepper, which is a very popular pepper in Peru. And we make a sauce with it. We add onions, garlic, a little bit of milk, Parmesan cheese, and that's what you get.
You like it?
Wow. Wow. You know that cooking class thing you do?
Yes.
Wow.
Lenore, did you try this?
No, this is better than the Ritz. This is better than the Ritz.
Ooh.
Well, I'll be there.
Yes.
Cooking?
I am eating.
She's bringing her graduate group. Graduate group?
No, these are just friends.
These are friends. Oh, the graduates is another
so
one.
Good, right?
Wow.
Oh, but you asked me to cook something that you could
This you
eat.
could put on a potato. But Lewis, what's in it that makes it creamy?
The creaminess actually comes from, in Peru, instead of using flour for this dish or cornstarch to make it creamy, we actually get bread and blend it into the mix. And in this one, we use a nice multigrain bread.
It's delicious.
Wow.
I know.
And
Freddie
like I
loves
said,
food.
it's a dip, but you can have it with rice, baked potato, and your vegetables. You can put it on anything, really.
On top of chicken and bacon.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys like? Ivy, you like it?
Phenomenal. Very good.
Ivy, I'm
Thank
ready
you.
for your dessert. Wow. This is really freaking good, man.
Lenore?
Thank you so much.
I'm watching Lenore savor it. Like, we could do a whole food chef's show and you could be the judge.
I would love that.
That would be kind of cool.
And
Lewis.
in Peru, the traditional way we have this dish is a side of rice, a piece of olive on top, and then we get potatoes, slice them up, and put the chicken on top.
Wow.
That's the traditional way. And in Peru, we have ceviche, we have everything, but if you ask any Peruvian on a regular day what they love to eat, ají de gallina.
You feel hungry right now. This is amazing. All right,
Thank
what's
you.
next?
All right, next.
This,
And Slick, I have to tell you, the soup you brought, I don't know what's in it, but it was
The mushroom and
delicious.
Yeah, it's my mom's specialty.
Tell your mom. It was we heated it up. It's in the back. Amazing.
and Slick, I had a big potato. There's potato in it.
Yeah, no, there's potato, there's everything in there.
It's delicious.
Everything that you would need
It's-
besides the beef that's in there.
I didn't have the beef in it, but I gotta tell you, in Puerto Rico they call it sapon.
Sabon?
Yep. Unbelievable.
And then this next one here is the mushroom and bacon. It's our least healthy offering, but you know, it's for those Sunday nights.
Really?
Least healthy. You can just take a bite if you want to.
True, then I know what's looking.
And your mom works with you?
Yeah, we work together. We make all the recipes ourselves. We cook
Slick, you eat
together in the
bacon?
kitchen.
Do you eat bacon? It's like you would love this.
That's for the night that nobody's looking.
Slick, come here. Get that Slick. Come here and help me.
Help him out. He's on day 2 of his plan, so
Is
we
that
got to keep him. We got to keep him there.
Holy smokes, bro.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, like this one, it's a dip, but I personally like to put it over steak, chicken. You
Oh,
can
it
also mix
tastes
it with
just like
pasta. Mixing
Wow.
it with pasta is also a very popular way.
I think you could wrap like a date in it.
Oh, of course you could.
Not like a date Saturday night. I mean a date, the food.
I think that you put the fork.
I was laughing. I have to
I'm
explain
like,
date.
what the hell is she talking about? I think you put the four of this. This would have been a great Christmas gift.
I wanted
What
the way
Kingston.
Peruvians have it with the chicken,
Did you try it?
with the rice.
Did you try it?
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's just
Thank you.
He
the
wants-
way he was talking about with the rice and the chicken.
Oh yeah, no. you
There's
have
some
it
rice
with
and chicken in the back. Put that on top of it. From Israel. He's like, oh, what? But not yet, because we got more to pass out.
All right.
But get started on it. That's delicious.
You guys like that too?
What do you think, Coach? Good?
Just one chip?
No, this is one of those things you get once a year. I mean, once a month. I mean, once a week. I mean, once a day.
But you could just have a little bit. But here's what I'm thinking. If you had you got a call already? If you had a baked potato or a sweet baked potato, right? Because we're talking about healthy fibers, and you put a little bit. This is vegetarian. If you put a little bit of this on it to give it flavor, then you've got your healthy fiber. It gives a little bit of flavor. You don't have to have a lot of it.
Right, just a little bit, just to give the flavor, make things easier.
This is vegetarian.
And that
this
one right
vegetarian.
there, yes, it's pesto with quinoa. And we make the pesto with a blend of kale, spinach, and basil.
Wow.
Of course.
Kath, are you vegetarian?
No, not me. Lenore.
Lenore's vegetarian?
Today I am.
Oh.
Dan is vegetarian. And I'm vegetarian.
This is the vegetarian. This is pesto.
Pesto with quinoa.
I'm 90% vegetarian.
But you eat fish.
Thank you.
I can't.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
I can't do vegetarian. I can do vegan, but I can't do vegetarian. I gotta have.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now, how do you traditionally eat this, and how do you suggest if you buy the container,
Right.
how would I take it home and how would I serve it?
Right, well, I think they can all be served as dips. You can have them on a nice little plate, surrounded by chips, pita bread, whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of them, on the labels, we actually have little guidelines on how you can use them. Like the chicken, we say try it on the baked potato. It's delicious on the baked potato. You can also have it with rice. You can make empanadas with them if you know how to make empanadas.
I do.
The pesto over here, we say definitely have it with salmon. Bake a salmon, have it as a side dish, you'll love it. You can also put this one on a baked potato. You can have it with grilled chicken. You can make a wrap with it. Again, many different ways. I suggest explore.
Experiment. I think it's
Experiment.
great that you give everyone recipe
Exactly.
ideas. That's great.
Thank you.
Dana's like, I'd eat it with a fork standing up at the counter.
That
Welcome to
works
dinner
too.
at my
That
house.
works too.
Right?
I think that it's nice. You get a bottle of wine, and you try all 4 dips on everything you can think of, and you just try to see what connects. It's okay. The wine enhances the flavor.
So we did the chicken, we did the bacon, and we had the vegetarian.
Yes, and this one is also vegetarian. This one right here is the blue cheese and roasted walnuts.
Holy smokes!
He's looking at me like, really?
What was in the foil?
What's that? I mean, you can put it on with, of course.
What foil? Oh, I don't know who passed out foil. Slick, what was in the tin foil that you gave them?
It's in foil. Oh, on top of this year we started doing tamales. Yeah, that's a Peruvian. Those are not vegetarian. They have a
Thank
little
you.
piece of chicken and a
This
little
is
piece
what?
of olive.
Vegetarian. This is blue cheese and walnut.
A little piece of chicken.
Oh, it's okay. I'll dip it all together. How was the tamale?
I don't know. It has
You didn't have it yet. Oh, okay. Oh, you're vegetarian today.
Oh my God!
Now this one, what I always recommend to everybody is to make a macaroni and cheese with it.
Oh my God! This is unbelievable.
Thank you.
I just had the edge of that. And which one do you like? Delicious.
Thank you so
The
much.
last one,
That one's your
the
favorite?
mushroom. Wow.
Well, this was the blue cheese and the walnut.
That one. Watch out now.
Go on. I guess that was your favorite, and
I'm
that's
glad you
vegetarian.
liked
That, my friend,
You guys have a favorite?
está increíble.
it. Gracias.
Oh, there's more?
Huh?
No, I think that was 4 of them.
No, that's all 4.
Oh, they didn't get
Oh, they didn't get some? Let me get you some.
Oh, you want to try
Oh,
that?
you're right. Then you have one more.
I'm gonna. Now I know what to bring to your place when I go to hang out there. My 4 dippers. You think so? Yeah. My table will be the one with the dips. My table will be the one with the dippies.
You bring your own dippies.
With a sign. Come and dip your ideas in my...
Louis, where do people find these dips other than the Delray Beach Green Market?
Yeah, we're in local markets around the area, but you can always order them from www.mancafood.com. We do shipping, we do local delivery.
Now, were you a chef before you created this company?
I've only learned to cook from the best chef I know, my mother.
That's right. Well, what did you do before Manca?
So I actually am an industrial engineer. It's just I love cooking a lot more. So I decided to stray a little bit from my path and try something new. Try to see if I could make this work.
And how is it going?
It's going great, and I love the decision I made.
Isn't that amazing? And here's the man side of what we talked about yesterday, about changing what you're doing to follow your passion. And we really don't often have men in here interviewing, so I'm glad you're here, because Freddie is always surrounded by so many beautiful women. But we're talking about empowerment, women in business, changing from the corporate world. And Slick is always here as his buddy because, we got to balance that a little bit. But we're always talking about the women's side of it and leaving your corporate world and following your passion, or jumping from one to another, or now with COVID, how people are pivoting and saying, I either lost my job or now's the opportunity to love what I get to do. We don't often get a man's perspective on it. So I'm glad that Louis is here.
Thank you for having me.
It gives me an idea, of putting a segment on the radio where you put all of these elements together. So you have the dips, you have something from the restaurant, always with the coach watching. And then you end with a dessert at the end. And, it's really different because it's comfort food. It's available.
Cafe Drive-In, nice. Slick, you want to do another event?
But it has to be, I say, if you want to do a radio, it has to be.
Well, we could do radio from here as well. We can put that all together. But it gives me an idea because, something, you begin to eat right, you begin to feel right, and then you do it right. But I got to tell you, you got a winner here.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And you have a winner over there. Forget about it. The rest of the grapes is like you got to be there or be square because you ain't never seen anything like that. And at the end, you had coach at the end that ties it all up to do it right.
That's right. As you're walking out, I give you my card.
That's right. And she's there, so if she's there, it can't be bad.
Believe me, ask her. People walk by and I go, I have to go talk to them. And she goes, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I have a group on Saturday.
But here's the beautiful thing is we sat here and as a health coach and as a vegetarian, you all tried what you were able to try, right? So it's okay to put it a little bit and give flavor to your food, add it as a seasoning. You don't have to eat the entire container as your meal, but you can add it on those days, or you can sit with a fork like I might do tonight and just eat out of the container. Because I have this theory that if you eat standing up, you don't gain weight. You may get fat ankles.
That's actually the opposite. Sit down and mindfully take your time and eat. You don't. It's much better because it takes 20 minutes for you
to process that you're full.
To know that you are full.
My mother always said, if you enjoy what you eat and you wear it, and everything around you has a little bit, like everybody knows where I eat from, and you enjoy it, it doesn't matter if you gain weight.
Trust me, for my grandmother, I'm anorexic, so. She's
Really?
like the more voluptuous you are, the healthier you are. I'm like, okay, grandma.
But that's a true statement. The more healthier you are.
It's
right?
the old days,
Yep.
Look at the art. The old art, from many
It's true.
centuries.
Fine wine.
All
Wine gets better.
Oh, absolutely, it's true. These are truly spectacular. And where else can people find you? At the Delray Beach Green Market on Saturdays.
Yeah, we're also at Parkland on Sundays. We're also at Coconut Creek. We're also in a few local stores in South Florida, such as Mima's Market in Miami, Brothers Market over in Sunrise, Allen Meats over in Weston, slowly expanding.
All right. Maybe
And
more
soon
to
at
expand.
Grapes.
More to expand. Fantastic. And your website is?
My website is www.mancafood.com. You can
Easy
see
enough.
all our flavors, order, leave us a message, whatever you like.
It was delicious. Louis, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so
Did
much
you
for
have a
having
favorite?
me.
The last one.
The last one. You ladies have a favorite from what you tried?
I really liked the mushroom and bacon.
I love that one too. And the chicken.
And the chicken.
I think all four of them. I can have Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then start again on Friday.
Of course.
Ivy, did you get to try them?
I did. I love the vegetarian. There aren't always vegetarian options, and I was very impressed with how tasteful it was.
Thank you.
Dana?
That's true. Vegetarian option.
I think the pesto
was delicious.
was my favorite, but I could see myself cooking with every single one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they get to try it in there, Slick?
Oh, yeah. I can bring them out.
We'll bring them out if they want to try some in there. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's wrap it up. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it's never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422. Are your health issues stopping you from living the life you've imagined? Are you unable to do the things you want to do due to chronic pain or chronic health issues? Have you seen many doctors, taken multiple medications, but are still suffering? Or are you simply looking for ways to boost your immune system and live a long and healthy life? Total Holistic Center is the solution you've been looking for. We provide you with out-of-the-box, cutting-edge scientific technologies for true health, wellness, and anti-aging via phone, in-person, or virtual video consultations. Some of our services include total wellness consultations, where we dig deeper into underlying root causes of chronic health issues, and personalized 360 wellness protocols customized specifically just for you based on your individualized biomarkers. Visit us at www.totalholisticcenter.com or call us at 561-323-4994.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're still eating here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. It's like we haven't seen food in a long time. We found a bag of tamales.
Did you guys have a bag of tamale?
Did you guys get one?
Yes.
Did you try it?
Just the egg doesn't have chicken.
She's vegetarian.
This has chicken?
90%.
This has chicken?
It has a piece of chicken in it, because in Peru what we do is we make the tamale, and we have a piece of olive and a piece of chicken in every one.
So this is your tamale?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can see why pasteles and tamale are very close. They're
Right?
different, but they're close.
I think it's the texture, right? Is the same, but just the ingredients or the taste is a little different.
You like that?
Keep that bag away from me.
These are really cute. Look how cute this is. A little bag of bite size. This is like,
And they're warm.
and I don't know how you brought everything warm, but it's amazing.
Oh, I have a little cooler in my car that kept everything in.
You
the
put it in
cooler
the
that
front,
kept it
in the
warm.
window, in the front of the car.
Wow. Unbelievable. I want to make sure everyone's got a mic. Give a mic, Ivy and Lenore and Lewis and Dana.
Now, Ivy, I got a text. They want to know how to order what you did today. How to order that.
Second.
Thank you. I'd love that.
Yeah, she needs a camera.
How does Ivy, how do people order
Ivy,
the
come sit
this
here.
smoothie case?
Thank
I'll
you.
come
So
back.
sweet. Okay. So to answer that question, we have a website that is up and coming. So they can order, or you can use my cell phone. You order for now. 786-774-1604. And our website will have orders. You can actually build your own smoothie cake with your toppings and which yogurts you want in the middle. I usually use coconut based, and your base of chocolate, vanilla, or different flavors of vegan protein powders. So we'll have a bunch of exciting things coming up too.
So if somebody from Boca is ordering it, how do they get it?
So if someone from Boca is ordering, they can just text me their order and I can have it shipped to them. I have a boxing company that I use that's an affiliate, and they can box it and have it delivered to them.
Perfect. That resolves that
Yeah.
problem.
Awesome. And you had an exciting call as well.
Switch.
They're changing the chair instead of us changing the camera.
Right on.
Well,
Received my first call while we are sitting here with the program, so I'm excited when we leave here to actually call. And for today only, if you call, you'll get a $50 credit toward the group and $100 toward the one-on-one.
So let's get the phone number.
954-667-3027. Email is info@bodywisdombreakthrough.com. That's breakthrough with a THRU.
and I mean, so many things I love about the program. It's the psychology of it. It's the accountability of it. It's not food shaming. It's not, 500 calorie in an injection. I mean, there's so many things about your program that I like, and it's individualized.
And the food you can buy at Publix, so there's no foo-foo food that you have to order or anything like that.
No
Absolutely.
foo-foo-foo?
No foo-foo food.
I love that because I was going to do it. Sometimes you get so desperate as our hormones change and things change and you gain weight and you think, how am I going to do this? So you go, I'm going to order this packaged food. And before I met you, I was in this transition of I'd gained a lot of weight and they had to adjust my medications. I didn't know what to do, so I was going to order these box prep foods. And as a health coach, I knew, do not order this. So even when we used to go to the grocery store years ago and buy the frozen stuff because you would work late, and I'd say you can't eat this stuff because you just can't eat from a box, and it still holds true. I mean, if
Very
on
much.
last resort there are good like organic frozen vegetables and there are good products, but you got to really read what's on the box. And I always say if there's more than 4 ingredients, you probably shouldn't be eating it. And if you can't pronounce the ingredients, you really shouldn't be eating
Yeah, they
it.
taught me that.
And
if
the
I can't
labeling,
pronounce it.
labels that, on the front it will say sugar-free and so on and so forth. And you look back and it might say, 1 gram of sugar, but read the ingredients and you see everything in there that's
Like
fake.
sugar alcohol, it's still
Yeah,
sugar.
Exactly.
No, I love the
exactly.
one, no sugar added. Meanwhile, it has enough for the Empire State
Right, they
Building.
didn't add any more.
It can't. It doesn't fit.
Exactly.
It doesn't fit. You can't
Yes.
add anymore.
So that we definitely teach labeled reading. That's a whole class by itself, really, that we dig into to just educate people to not be faked, I guess, or so.
Yeah, you got to read the ingredients, not the front, but you got to read the back.
Yeah.
So let's give out your phone number again.
954-667-3027.
That's a great New Year's gift for somebody
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
who needs it.
So a husband and wife gift their friend that they realized his lifestyle is suffering, actually a group. And he did super well on the group. In 7 weeks, he lost 32 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So the average weight loss is about 16 pounds for the 6 weeks. And the range is from 10 to 32. He broke the record.
That's incredible.
Given the fact you follow the menu exactly and you don't have any underlying medical issues that nobody knows about.
You just got to share, and it's diabetic friendly and
yes,
incredible.
Good course.
Absolutely.
Dana,
Yes.
I think that the best part about the group is you.
Aw, that's so sweet. That you have. Thank you, Lenore. But you do have to have chemistry with your coach. That's for sure. And that's why we do the extensive intake form, and we converse and we meet on Zoom to make sure that everything is aligned.
And you wanted to talk about brides and grooms.
Yes,
and
I wanted
families.
to say this is not just an individual per person, plan. We have couples, we have families, sisters, uncles, mothers, fathers. We also have a group for brides that are looking to lose the 10, 15 pounds, in 6 weeks, so to speak, before the big day.
This one.
So it's just anybody.
And it's a lifestyle.
If
And
you have-
right
if you have
now,
to move
people
it.
they're home. I think a lot of people are still home, and they've gained, some people have gained significant weight. They said snacking was up. We talked about it yesterday
It's the
morning.
COVID-15. That's what it's called.
like the freshman-
68%
Too many Ritz.
is eating more, snacking more. 68%, and 54 said that they gained weight.
I think snacking, if you even get your 3 meals down, it's the snacking that's really hard. Is to find a healthy snack, something that's satisfying. I think, Ivy, your smoothie cakes are a great snack.
I would have to say that that's
Now.
what differentiates them from
Slip.
other snacks. They can be a snack.
A breakfast, even a dessert. I'm coming out with a different variation of smoothie cakes I wanted to mention called Smoothie Bites. That will be later on, where you just pop a bite. My biggest problem is I could have a healthy dinner, I was telling her a moment ago, and come home and want that sweet little something. And why reach for a Kit Kat or something bad for you that's high in sugar? Why not reach for a smoothie cake bite? So I'll just cut off a little piece, and it's very satiating. It's enough sugar. It's not overly sweet. Again, the only sugar is from the fruits. The blueberries, the bananas, the coconut yogurt, that mild flavor of true vanilla extract. So it's unusual, and you're actually better off eating them than not eating them for your body. That's what's
And
unusual.
it's interesting because, after you have dinner, you reach out for a chocolate chip cookie that turns to 2, and for some reason always turns to 3. You can't have one chip. You ever take a bag and take a potato chip out, you have one?
You can't even have one handful.
Well, that's why you put things in little baggies. So then you're
Right.
more disciplined about taking the bag and knowing
Slip.
you're going to eat just few instead of so many.
More bag?
That's another trick we're getting, right?
Yes, that's another trick.
Right. The
Yeah, we
bag
d-
is a small bag size.
We teach meal planning as well, just to make sure that everybody stays in check.
The meal planning is important. The prep is important.
Yes.
Lewis, what's next for you in business at Monka?
Slowly expanding to stores. We're looking to get into Whole Foods, Fresh Market, more local stores.
Grapes.
That's what grapes, of course, also grapes. And yeah,
My
we just really
fridge.
want to get the product out there, get people to know how it is.
And what's the price point on these local markets that you're selling them for on your website?
So each container costs $7. Depending on shipping, it could cost you more. But yeah, our base price is $7 per container, any flavor.
And that container will last you a week if you eat it right.
Yeah, it can last you a long time, and the best part is we sell them frozen, so you can keep them frozen up to 6 months,
Oh,
in the
wow.
fridge
Oh,
up to 2 weeks.
Great.
That is a really great idea.
You could sprinkle a little love.
My mother would love that,
Oh, forget about it.
right?
Your mother will love that.
And it's frozen. It can go right next to the batteries, and when she's ready to, and the cup of rum, and
The
then
battery, she still has battery? In the freezer?
Oh, yes, she
No.
does. They last longer.
That's a New York thing. Batteries in the freezer. Nobody knows why, But we store batteries in the freezer.
And it's always a good idea to put a cold, wet battery into an electrical appliance, right? Because it makes a whole lot of sense.
Do you know why they do?
Google that one.
Have you
We're
ever
gonna have
heard?
to Google that one. I've seen it before. I've never
That's
done
a
it.
New York thing.
We
You
have
take
to
the
Google
batteries
it.
and they recharge in the freezer.
Teddy always says, no, they don't.
That's crazy.
I guess everything lasts longer in a freezer. I don't know.
If you're
Maybe.
Jewish, yes. If you're Jewish, everything goes in the freezer, including my garbage.
including her garbage. She puts the garbage in the freezer.
Well, that's so it doesn't smell.
Thank
That's
you.
Yeah, but that's next to the ice cream that I'm trying to eat.
My grandmother's Jewish, and she did
the
keep
freezer?
chocolate in the freezer until it turned white.
Yes.
Oh.
And
Everything's
batteries.
always white.
You know what that's called?
Iceberg. Ice
Iceberg.
burn.
You gotta get the ice burn off the ice cream before you get to it. It's like digging for gold.
It's pretty true. You gotta scrape the ice burn off. I know. It must be a
I
Jewish
see
thing. I don't
movies
know.
with that. But yeah, we put batteries in the freezer.
I'm gonna start
Absolutely
doing
true.
that. See what happens.
No,
Teddy
don't do
always
that.
goes, no,
Why
don't
not?
do that.
No, because people think that's kind of weird. Anyway, I want to talk about grapes real quick. I got 10 minutes. Talk about grapes, of where grapes is located.
Grapes is located on the beautiful Galt Ocean Mile in Fort Lauderdale, 3311 North Ocean Boulevard, right at Oakland Park on the west side of A1A. And we do delicious food, wines, dine in, take it out, shop to go, food pairings, wine tastings, everything delicious.
Outside seating.
It was fantastic. And we got to go last week, shoot some films. Slick, I have the voiceover go today. So we're going to put the voice with the commercial that Taylor put together and air that. I know you're coming back on Thursday.
I'll
to
be
do a
back
little
on Thursday.
cooking.
Me
Looking
too.
forward to that
And
with
Dana's
Dana.
coming back on the support role.
I think everybody's coming back. Do you ever have anybody play El Cuatro, the guitar, in your play?
Starting on Friday night. My good friend Michael, he is
I heard.
a classical jazz guitarist.
That's
Starting
what I
at
said.
I'll be
6
there.
o'clock.
You're going to play?
And next Tuesday.
I was going to
You're
say,
gonna
you're there
play?
Tuesday also.
Aren't you there every day?
I live around the corner.
You're there every day. You're doing your health classes right there.
Sure.
Could do the health classes right there.
We could
You
totally
could do the seminar on the
They
outside.
can't eat anything on the menu in phase 1, but we could sure be there and drink our water, and Lenore will make us our
But I can
healthy
cook
menu.
for you.
Absolutely.
My pleasure.
Are there different phases going through the program?
Yes, phase 1 is I don't like the word strict, but the one where you're most disciplined. And then phase 2 is after you reach your goal. So now we start incorporating more to the menu and to your intakes, and kind of working with you to see what's working, what's not. And thriving phase is me 3 years in, where I know I can have tamales or a glass of wine or a creamy base something, and know how much and when, and not gain my weight back.
Now, the only question I have people asking, do you take reservations?
Yes, we do, especially on Tuesday night when I'm going to be cooking live and cooking something
cooking
delicious and
live.
giving out samples.
Well, you know, when you bring the guitarist, people don't leave.
I hope not.
Nobody leaves. That means that people will be waiting on the outside. This happened to...
Outdoor seating.
We did a gig at Meisner Park at a restaurant from New York. What was it called? The one that left. You remember the name?
I am Juniors.
Juniors from Brooklyn. And we go down there and we did our shows all day long from 2 o'clock until 9 o'clock at night. And the owner came over and says to me, I love this, but nobody wants to leave.
They couldn't turn the tables over. I know.
So they had a long line in Meisner Park that went around the corner, and the guy's complaining. I says, what do you want me to do, throw them out? So you have to be careful, because when that guy starts to play or you start to cook, there ain't gonna be no room unless you say, okay, everybody at 9 o'clock, you gotta leave.
We should put speakers out in the front and ask them to bring lawn chairs.
I like that idea.
Yeah, but where are you gonna put them?
Oh, don't worry, we'll figure
We've got
it
a big
out.
sidewalk.
Gonna close at 1A.
Close
And a
at
parking
1A.
lot.
You know that big store rent that's next to you? After tomorrow, it'll probably be empty. So you'll have
It's
plenty
empty
of room.
right now.
Is it empty?
Perfect. We just opened
that
the door
It's
across.
empty. You saw it,
I
but it's
spoke
empty.
to her, by the way.
Did you? She's a friend of yours.
She does a show with me on Tuesday nights. She'll be there tonight.
Well, very nice.
So a lot of stuff. You all, thank you so much. Lewis, thank you. Ivy, thank you. Dana,
you.
Lenore.
Thank you.
Our
Thank
crew,
you.
Slick, nice job doing everything. Slick Speaks. We had the Bear Podcast with that was Teddy Unscripted. And Valerie, I think Dina's running the board.
You know, this actually, the Brooklyn Cafe, you actually have the essence of making a cafe in here.
Hey, I like that.
I feel like I should have an espresso like served to me at this moment.
Oh, we have more than happy
with
to
the
get
smoothie
that
cake.
for you.
With the smoothie cake.
I get you espresso.
More than happy to
I
get
have
that for
espresso
you.
machine.
It's just that's what Brooklyn Cafe means.
You better
to
be
me,
careful
you
what
know?
you. She's the one that says I live here empty back,
And we actually
empty-handed.
have these totally blinged out, and our coffee, and just a lot of great
You should
things
see
that we
my
get to do
steering
here.
wheel. I bling everywhere.
Do you? Well, then I need to introduce you to Robin.
Totally, yes.
Be careful, Robin.
sure.
A bling if you stand
As a
still
matter
long
of
enough.
fact, Robin sold a kit to New Mom,
I heard.
which is pretty exciting. I love the way we get to make connections. And she took one of Amy Rashevsky's paintings, and she's going to collaborate and sparkle that.
I want Robin to do a little seminar at your place, where she teaches people how to do bling, and you cook and wine. And I'm gonna get maybe we get a couple of other friends in there to sort of have fun. You know, it's like Cheers, your place.
I love that. Let's collaborate and have some fun.
Let's collaborate.
That's what we
Tuesday
love to
night.
do.
Tuesday night at
Again
12.
with the
I'll
Tuesday.
be there. I'll
What
be
is
there.
it? You only there on Tuesdays?
I missed the
Friday.
day you guys visited, so I want to repeat.
What time is Friday?
Friday is, well, we open for happy hour from 3 to 6, and then at 6 o'clock, Michael, my fabulous friend and jazz guitarist, will start playing.
And what time is Tuesday?
And Tuesday, my live show starts at 6, so get there a little bit early so you can make sure you have a glass of wine before the fun begins.
And what time do you get there, Dana?
I live there. So you just tell me
We'll
what
just
time you're
meet you
coming
there.
and I'll be there.
meet you
And
there.
she'll be there. And yes, I will introduce everyone to Robin Weiss, the Real Housewives of Bling. And it started with this 2 years ago, and now she is a great friend, a sponsor of the show. And she's going to be displaying her pieces here that she makes so many of them that she's going to actually sell some of them. And she will teach you to start your own business. And she
True
has
that.
the stones, and she's got the special stick and the glue and everything to make your dreams reality. And of course, a very special thank you. I'm excited. Our Teenpreneur Show launches on Thursday. If you know a teen in business, and they don't even have to be a teen if they're a little bit younger, that has a viable business, get in touch with us and we'll get you in touch with Dia. You can also find them on Instagram. It's called Teenpreneur, and you'll see that airing on Thursday. And she makes these amazing masks and purses and so many great things. I know Robin wants to collaborate with her also.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll bling your bell.
Ay,
I know, I'm going to leave your bell alone.
she blings her shoes, she blings the bell, everything gets blinged.
So a lot of great things. Tracy from Healing Moments, if you want to relax and de-stress, because right now everyone's at an all-time high. So it's time to regroup, get into January, make your resolutions, and make them last, make lifestyle
We'll
changes.
bring Tracy on Thursday.
Good idea.
When Chef is in the house.
Good idea. All right, have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m., drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze lose my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save her. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light.